Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Delhi Township Board of Trustees meeting for October the 11th, 2017. We will begin the meeting first with the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. Tonight's moment of silence will be dedicated to the victims of the most recent Las Vegas massacre, so as we all wish that they rest in peace. Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Luby, let's begin with the approval of the minutes, please.
Motion 2017-206, approve the minutes from the Board of Trustees meeting held on September 27th, 2017, and dispense with the reading.
I move motion 2017-206.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. For those of you who haven't noticed, we are missing one trustee this evening. Trustee Sturz is not with us, so Trustee Oswald and I will be doing double duty. Okay. Motion passes. Approval bills, please, Mr. Luby.
Motion 2017-207, approve bills for payment.
I move motion 2017-207.
I second the motion.
Yes.
Oh, all those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Double duty. Approve the payment of any overtime, Mr. Luby.
Motion 2017-208, approve the payment of overtime for pay period ending September 12th, 2017.
I move motion 2017-208.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion passes.
Resolution 2017-269, resolution approving purchase order obligations incurred on behalf of the Township by the Township Administrator, authorizing payment of certain purchase order obligations and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Is there any discussion on this resolution?
I move dispense with second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
As far as significant transactions, on 10/9/17, we did receive our second half settlement. The total was $900,897.78. As far as significant disbursements, on 9/20, we had a check to Barrett Paving for $61,223. We also made our school districts whole out of the TIF fund. So we have a payment to Oak Hill School District for $1,038,504.79. We have a check to Cincinnati Public Schools for $38,251.35. We have a payment to Great Oaks for $54,818.43. 9/21, we had payroll of $272,000, and the 10/5 payroll was $254,000. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Luby. Trustees' correspondence. Trustee Oswald.
Mount St. Joe hosted the Delhi Days last Saturday, and all the trustees attended, where we read a proclamation naming it Delhi Day. Dr. Williams was very friendly, and it was a great host, so we just want to thank Mount St. Joe.
Okay. And this morning, we would also like to thank the Delhi Business Association for taking their time and their talents putting together a candidates forum. And it was well attended, and thank you very much, Delhi Business Association. Okay. Special presentations this evening. We do have three. The first is from the Council on Aging, Ms. Sharon, is it Fusco? That's close enough?
You talk to it.
Okay.
Fusco, I've heard it all.
All right. Welcome, Sharon, and you do have 5 minutes.
All right, thank you. Well, again, thank you for your time this evening. I will keep it brief. I am here to talk to you about the Hamilton County Elderly Services Program. This is a program that is funded by the Elderly Services, the Senior Services Levy that's on the ballot this year. In Delhi Township, you have about 206 people that are currently receiving services on this program, and across the county, it's about 5,700. This program provides services such as meals, transportation, bathing, dressing, other personal services, light housekeeping, services that allow older adults to remain independent and in their own homes. It allows them to age at home. These are individuals that without this program would likely be in a nursing home. About 80% of our clients meet that level of care requirement for nursing home placement. I've yet to meet an individual who says, please allow me to age in a nursing home. Most people want to age in their home, but the only way to do that safely is to provide services that ensure they're not at nutritional risk, they aren't a falls risk, and that they get these personal services like bathing that allow them to age in place safely in their own homes. So this levy is up on the ballot. It's up every 5 years, so it's on the ballot this year. And there have been a couple questions about it. One is that we are going for an increase this year. And the reason that we're going for an increase is that the levy has fallen behind in terms of the number of seniors that it can serve. The last increase that we had was in 2008. We are currently serving 27% fewer clients on the program today than we were in 2008. The increase that we are going for is 37%, but to put that into perspective, it's about $10.85 for a per $100,000 home. So I don't know about you, I had Chipotle at lunch, and my Chipotle cost me about $11. So for the price of a lunch is what we're asking for on this levy. The other thing to know about that increase, like I said, we're serving fewer clients. We're also drawing down fewer revenues because of property tax values dropping and so forth, and the rise in the number of individuals that are eligible for the program. That population's growing very fast. There is an urgent need for the increase in the program. So the last thing I really want to say about this is just how unique this program is. I speak across the country on the services that our agency provides, and I am continually asked, how do you do it? How do you provide such a wide breadth of services? And what I have learned is that it is the taxpayers of this area that are so special. Outside of Ohio, people don't put up their tax money to provide services for mom and dad like we do here. And we are blessed to live in a place where people think that that's really important. And so it's imperative that we vote for this levy, that we take care of mom and dad and allow them to live where they want to live. I seriously could talk about this all day, so I would like to open it up for questions and answer anything that you might have.
I don't have any questions.
Nothing for me.
Well, thank you very much, Sharon.
Thank you.
Very
Appreciate the time.
informative. Thank you.
All right.
All right. In addition to Council on Aging, this evening we're also hearing from Municipal Court Judge Jackie Ginocchio.
Thank you so much. And if you don't mind, I'm going to look kind of out as well.
But you
I-
won't be on the camera.
Oh, I won't. The camera's right there. Okay, maybe I'll do this. I'm sorry, John. I just wanted to introduce myself. Most of the elected officials in Delhi know who I am. But I'm Judge Jackie Ginocchio. I'm a judge in Hamilton County Municipal Court. And I wanted to come out and introduce myself to Delhi residents because I represent the 7th District. I hear all county cases, but the municipal court districts are gerrymandered into certain districts, and Delhi is in the 7th District. A little background information about me. I spent a decade at the prosecutor's office. I've litigated every type of case you can possibly litigate in municipal court and also in felony court or common pleas. That's where I came from. In the prosecutor's office, I've tried some of our office's most serious cases, including homicides, rapes, and capital cases, death penalty cases. So I am very familiar with municipal court, which is very important because those of you who don't know about municipal court, it is a people's court and you really truly can affect someone's life at the municipal court level. I've been out to the Delhi veterans and spoke about our veterans court as well. It is it's incredible, and you can also affect someone's life if you don't know about municipal court in a negative way. So it's very important to know a lot about municipal court. I am the Republican endorsed candidate, and I've been endorsed by the FOP, but I've also been endorsed by the AFL-CIO, which I was extremely, extremely excited about. I will be on your ballot this November, but I also wanted to kind of let you guys know that if anyone has any questions or concerns about municipal court, to not hesitate to contact me, because we have an open door policy in my courtroom. And so I tell anyone who wants to get a hold of me, they can go to my website. All the trustees have my cell phone. If you had any questions or concerned about municipal court, please do not hesitate to contact me. I would say go to my website. No one knows how to spell my last name because it's very long. But if you actually Google Judge Jackie, it will link to the website. So thank you so much for having me out. Thank you to the Delhi trustees. And thank you. I really appreciate the time. I have to scoot out to my next event, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thank you, Jackie. All right, our third and final presentation for the evening is from Energy Alliance, and I believe we're going to hear from Jerry Schmitz, the CEO.
Jerry, before you begin, maybe let me give a brief why is Jerry here tonight. We had gotten a call from the Western Hills Retirement Center asking to do what is called an ESID, or an Energy Special Improvement District. Something I'd not seen, something we'd not seen, so we talked through it some and wanted to dispel some of the confusion over it, or what is this? So they got Jerry to come in and talk about it. They do a higher level, the financing piece of these ESIDs. So he was gracious enough to come in and talk about this a little bit. So I thought it would be a good kind of what are these from a higher level before we start getting more involved if we pursue the other district.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, thank you for the time. So I am here tonight with Chase Cohn and Rick Friedman from the Western Hills Retirement Village, the folks who had petitioned us or had come to us with the project that I'm going to talk to you about. But a little bit about the Energy Alliance, why I'm here. We're a nonprofit organization that facilitates investment in energy efficiency and renewable energy projects for the purpose of reducing carbon. That being said, one of the ways we do that for commercial properties is as the administrator of PACE financing. PACE financing is enabled in about 30 states across the United States. There are active PACE districts in about 20 or 22 of those states. Ohio is a top 10 state nationwide as far as the number of PACE projects and the energy special improvement districts that have been established. Hamilton County is very active. Northern Kentucky very active, and the Energy Alliance has worked to establish these energy special improvement districts with Sims Township, Sycamore Township, Blue Ash, Norwood, the city of Cincinnati, and so forth. PACE financing, just very high level, what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of information about PACE. It is, its most simple form, a special assessment financing for energy efficiency related improvements. Property that gets petitioned has to be located within an established energy special improvement district, and the property owner has to actually petition for their project. So examples of things could be upgrades to lighting, hoistways, windows, HVAC systems. Rick and Chase, if you wanted to speak a little bit more about the project that you have, and the benefits to the residents and the business.
Hi, my name is Chase Cohn. My family and I have owned Western Hills Retirement Village for over 30 years. Because it's been over 30 years, we're actually getting ready to commence a major renovation to the facility, basically from the floor to the roof. So the PACE piece fits in terms of looking at some of the energy efficiencies that we're going to add to the facility, while at the same time redoing the carpet, redoing the wall coverings, doing a small addition on one of the nursing wings, and basically trying to make our facility more current and continue to make it appealing to, quite honestly, the baby boomer generation as they age, both in the apartments as well as on the nursing side.
This will be the second project that we've done for a senior retirement living facility. The benefit of this program to organizations like theirs is that there is a fixed revenue source from which they can operate. They can't run second, third shifts to increase productivity. They've got a set number of beds, a set number of clientele that they operate from, and they have to be very diligent in how they spend their dollars. And so what's nice about PACE is that through the traditional financing that they're going to go through, PACE becomes another part of that capital stack. And there are some benefits that PACE brings to the table from an accounting treatment, is that because it's handled through special assessments and it gets added to the tax bill, basically, you're taking a fixed project value, you're equally dividing the annual payments of that value over that term, and then those amounts get paid annually on the tax bill itself. And why that is a great benefit is that in addition to having a fixed fee, there's also energy benefits that come from this. So you heard him talk about things like carpet and paint and wall coverings and stuff. That doesn't apply. The things that apply to PACE are all of the items that can have a measurable energy efficiency benefit. A more efficient furnace, a more efficient hoistway, windows that cut down on thermal loss, things of that nature. So that's a little bit about the very high level view of what we're looking to do here, is to the establishment of the Energy Special Improvement District for Delhi Township.
I have a question for you, though, because we're closing in on your 5 minutes.
Got it.
This was presented to us, and we consulted with a legal advisor on this, and really was told kind of no, right? So what has changed that, we can,
I can address that for you. So there is an opinion that there needs to
a
be
legal opinion?
that there needs to be more than one parcel
Right.
brought for one. So the Energy Alliance is currently working to identify other parcels. However, through the establishment of several other energy special improvement districts, as I mentioned, all of them were petitioned as single parcels. We've got an opinion from the Secretary of State as to the validity of these ESIDs based upon this, and they're all found to be in good standing. Our purpose and interest really isn't to try to change an opinion, it's try to work with the township. And so we're actively working to try to identify 2 other parcels, or however many will satisfy the opinion.
Okay.
So know that that is currently in the work.
All right. Because currently we're kind of at a standoff as far as being able to do anything further with this until you have that adequate number of parcels to really address the opportunity.
Will there be any opportunity for us to have further discussion with the township's council on the matter?
Mr. Cameron?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we've connected them already to make sure we were all on the same page, because that was the first stumbling block. And
So yeah, we're fully aware, and we're
Okay.
going to do what we can to try to facilitate that requirement.
Okay, well, it
And
sounds like
actively,
then we'll
we've got a
talk
couple
again.
projects identified.
All right, all
So
right.
there.
Well, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you very
I
much.
did have a question or
I'm
two for
sorry,
you.
Jim.
What's the cost of the township to set up the SID, and is there any type of annual filing requirement for the township to have this district?
There's not really. The special assessment district gets set up through the establishment of the project itself. And so there, as the administrator, we can apply fees to the project to help pay for its sort of part of any expenses. The only thing that we do as the administrator is we carry a an insurance policy for all of the special assessment boards, for the ESID boards that we create, like a directors and officers insurance.
DNO?
Yeah, but there's no expense. This is literally you enabling the local
Giving
option.
The okay to go ahead and do it.
That's correct.
What about, I could see the advantage of, financing a geothermal or solar over 30 years. What about the finance fee, though, for an improvement like that?
Well, the great thing about this is that because it is a kind of a public-private partnership from the standpoint of allow us to set it up, and then we're just facilitating basically private financing with a private project owner. And we're using the public vehicle in the tax bill as the transaction. As far as the fees, the project owner bears all of those, all of the setup fee, all of the closing fees and the service fees that are associated with it. And so they, in full disclosure, get to see what all of those fees are. The benefit to them is that, and this is a perfect example, the last project we did very similar to theirs was about a $700,000 amount that was financed. And having gone through PACE, being able to take that out over 20-year period, the total financing annual payment was going to come out to about $70,000 a year. And that was about $1.4 million. After applying the energy efficiency savings that they were going to get from adding that added efficient equipment to their building and replacing what was old, they were looking at a $35,000 a year energy savings. And so the net out of pocket for that project owner was the equivalent of the principal amount over 20 years. So over 20 years, their net outlay was equal to the principal amount. It's the same as getting financing for almost zero. So that's the type of benefit. That's what allows people to consider paying a premium for the energy efficient equipment that they can get through the PACE program. And that's what we're looking for, is there some benefit of energy or energy efficiency that is being gained through using this. We're not just trying to get in the way of a tax bill to allow someone to have an additional, capital resource. There truly is going to be an energy efficiency benefit and a financial benefit to the project owner.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then I think we'll probably hear from you and talk again.
That'd be great.
Okay, and you understand what our legal counsel has required, so.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, back to the agenda then. Under administration, Mr. Luby.
Resolution 2017-270, resolution declaring certain items of personal property unfit for the use acquired, that the items have no value, authorizing disposal or salvage thereof, and dispensing with a second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution?
I move to dispense with second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Moving forward to Parks and Recreation. Mr. Torbeck, are you ready? Okay.
Motion 2017-209, approve a request from Tony Capel from the Delhi Business Association to waive permit fees for Dog Days of Delhi Community Event on October 21st, 2017.
I move motion 2017-209.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. Mr. Torbeck, did you have anything to add to this?
Not unless you had any questions.
I'm assuming they're asking for fees for,
What they're doing is asking for waiving of fees for selling concessions. What they're going to do with the proceeds from the concession are going to go towards a nonprofit cause. So they're donating all the money they make
back.
for
Okay.
a good cause. So
All
this
right.
is just a way to generate more money to give back.
Thank you for the explanation. Community Development then, Mr. Luby.
Resolution 2017-271, resolution certifying violation abatement expenses at 4099 Delhi Pike to the county auditor for assessment and dispensing with a second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution, Mr. Cameron?
No, ma'am, this was previously a nuisance that came before you, and it's been abated, so
All right. I
move to dispense with second reading.
second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-272, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation and accumulated debris at 5417 Candace Drive and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution?
I can tell you that this was checked in the morning. Mr. DeLong couldn't be here today, but he's went and checked this and as well as the other nuisances, and it is still a nuisance that we would like declared a nuisance.
I move to dispense with the second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-273, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation and accumulated debris at 629 Neeb Road and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution?
I move to dispense with the second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-274, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 302 Brook Forest Drive and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution?
I move to dispense with the second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-275, resolution declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 5059 Kincardine Drive and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution?
I move to dispense with the second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-276, resolution declaring nuisance for accumulated debris at 5388 Plover Lane and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution?
I move to dispense with the second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Resolution 2017-277, resolution declaring nuisance for accumulated debris at 5415 Casual Court and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution?
I move to dispense with the second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Public Works, Mr. Ripperger, you ready? Okay. Mr. Luby?
Motion 2017-210, accept the resignation of facilities and property foreman Daniel Kuchenmeister, effective October 13th, 2017.
I've moved motion 2017-210.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries.
Resolution 2017-278, resolution entering into agreement with the Board of County Commissioners, Hamilton County, Ohio, and the Board of Education of the Oak Hill School District to share equitably in the rental expenses for a rubber tire loader at Delhi's Salt Storage Dome, authorizing the Director of Public Works to execute the agreement and dispensing with a second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution, Mr. Ripperger?
Thank you, trustees. This rental for the loading of the salt, something we've done since 2010. It's a great way to split the cost between three of us. We always check the price, but it's getting to be such a popular thing to do between a lot of townships and counties that the price kept going up. So this year we're going to try a smaller machine, try to save some money and go that route.
And pray for no snow.
Maybe it'll scare it away.
Maybe it scared me. Okay.
I move to dispense with the second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Police Department, Chief Howard, you here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Luby?
Resolution 2017-279, resolution authorizing subscriber agreement an application with TransUnion Risk and Alternative Data Solutions, Inc. as an investigatory tool for the police department, authorizing the police chief to execute the agreement and dispensing with a second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution. Any discussion on this resolution? Chief?
Yeah, this is a program. We used to have a robust background program that was sponsored by the state at no cost to us. The state took that away from us, so we no longer have it. So we researched other similar companies that do the same thing. A lot of agencies, even with the other state one they also had this one. It's been proven effective. It's just a really in-depth background if we need to use it. We don't always need to use it. It is a $25 cost per month, and if we go over, it's kind of a pay per use type thing. So minimum $25 a month, but we will watch it. I don't foresee going over the $25 a month.
Okay.
I move dispense with the second reading.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution. All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes.
Mr. Oswald.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Chief, you have some other information to share with us tonight?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch base on the resolution that was passed at the last meeting, reference transient vendors. What's in place now is, just in layman terms, basically, the law now states that a transient vendor cannot approach the house or go up to somebody's house or front door if either or one of the two are done. There's a no soliciting sign in the front visible, or if they're registered, if the residence is registered with us at the police department on a list, on a registry. So either one of those two things and or both, and they cannot solicit at your house. So what we've done is there's a form that residents, if they don't want solicitors coming to their residence, they can complete. It's a simple form. They're at the police department. There's some here at the admin building also. They will be on our website eventually also. We'll get it on our website where you can print it off and bring it in. Drop it off or mail it to the police station. It's simply your address and your signature. That's it on the form. With that, we will put you on the registry, and then every time a vendor registers, a transient vendor registers, they'll give a copy of the active list of the houses that they cannot go to. It's alphabetical order by street name and by address number, so it'll be real easy for them to see. We still would like you to give us a call if they do knock on your door, because they'll know that they're not supposed to, and then that would be a violation of the resolution that was passed also. The other thing is if you do register with us, and actually get on the do not solicit registry, we will provide a sticker, which is up on the board there, that you can also put in your window or your front door, something that'll be visible to them. So not only will it be on their sheet, they can also look up and see that. It's not required, but we highly recommend it that way. When they walk by, they see it.
Okay. I know that when you presented this last week to the seniors, it does have a rather comforting effect to people to protect themselves from unknown visitors at your door. So I think this is a good security measure on our part. So thank you.
Now, if I can add one more thing, not every organization has to register still. There's still nonprofits out there, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts.
Cookies.
Stuff like that they don't have to register with us. Majority of them do let us know they're going to be in a neighborhood if they do canvass like that, but they do not have to. So if somebody comes and says, and you ask them for a registry or ask them for their credentials that they registered with us, they might not have them because they're not obligated to register.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions?
No.
The stickers have been ordered, so they should be in shortly.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Fire Department, motion please, Mr. Luby.
Motion 2017-11, approve the hiring of Seth Donovan as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department after a successful completion of the pre-employment physical, drug screen, and background check, and at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association, effective on October 12th, 2017.
I move motion 2017-211.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries.
Motion 2017-212, approve the hiring of Alec McCoy as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department after successful completion of the pre-employment physical, drug screen, and background check, and at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association, effective October 12th, 2017.
I move motion 2017-212.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries.
Motion 2017-213, approve the hiring of Eric Mormon as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department after a successful completion of the pre-employment physical, drug screen, and background check, and at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association, effective on October 12th, 2017.
I move motion 2017-213.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carries. All right, citizens' comments for the evening. I do have 2 people signed in. This is just a reminder that on citizens' comments, we also have a 5-minute limit. Don Osterfeld?
Good evening, trustees. I just would like to inform you that as of like 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, there's going to be like about 60 to 80 children from C.O. Harrison School up here at the memorial, and I will be giving them a talk on about the memorial, what it is for, how it was built, and whatever, any other questions that the children may have, and I'll have a couple other veterans along with me.
Again, what was the time for that?
10 o'clock is the first group, and then I think the second group is going to be like 15 minutes to a half hour behind them, and they're supposedly be 4th graders.
Okay.
So there will be plenty of children up here for a while.
For a class.
Yeah, okay.
All right, thank you, Don.
Thank you.
All right, second speaker sign-in is a Rob Bryan.
Hi, my wife is Julia Collier. She's running for municipal court judge. She was trying to get here and got stuck in traffic, so I was going to speak for her real quick. Her name is Julia Collier. She has 30 years experience as an attorney, used to be assistant attorney general, did legal aid for men for domestic violence. Works for an insurance company now, so she has a wide range of experience, more so than people she's running against. Also, the only person running who is a Delhi resident. We've been over a decade on Pontius Road. My family's been in Delhi for 5 generations now. She would be a fantastic representative for the municipal court judge, and she's the most, out of the people running, she's the most invested in this area of anybody else running. Our kids go to Oak Hills, they're a senior and freshman. We have property on Pontius Road, and she's be a fantastic person. I hope you guys can vote for her on November 7th. Thanks.
Thank you, Rob. All right, announcement of community events then, Mr. Luby.
Delhi Farmers Market, Saturdays through October. That season is now over. So thanks to everyone who participated and came. The Spooky Story Time at Storywoods Park, presented by the Delhi Township Parks and Recreation Department and Delhi Branch Library, is Friday, October 13th at 6:30 p.m. It's at Storywoods Park at 694 Pontius Road. The Delhi Township Fire Department Open House is Sunday, October 15th. It'll be from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Neeb Road Fire Station at 697 Neeb Road. The Delhi Township Police Department Open House is Sunday, October 15th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is at the Police Station at 934 Neeb Road. The Mount Presents 2017 Candidates Forum is Monday, October 16th. Starts at 6 p.m. The doors will open at 5:30 p.m. It will be at Mount St. Joseph University Theater at 5701 Delhi Avenue. The Delhi Business Association Dog Days of Delhi event in Delhi Park is Saturday, October 21st. It's from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. It will be at the Delhi Park at 5125 Foley Road. The Mount St. Joseph University Community Trick or Treat is Wednesday, October 25th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Will be on Mount's campus at 5701 Delhi Avenue. The Community Halloween Trick or Treating is Tuesday, October 31st from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Delhi Park hosts its first Aces and Ales Euchre Tournament on Friday, November the 3rd at 7 p.m. It will be at the Delhi Park Lodge at 5125 Foley Road. Election Day is Tuesday, November 7th. Polls open from 6:30 a.m. till 7:30 p.m.
All right, thank you, Mr. Luby. There is no need this evening for executive session, so Trustee Oswald, would you like to adjourn the meeting?
With no further business, I move to adjourn the meeting.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Meeting adjourned. Thanks, everyone.